Hey everybody, we are going to watch Watchmen today. I think I mentioned this before, but I saw bits and pieces of the movie, but I don't remember any of it because when I say bits and pieces, I mean I tried to watch it and I fell asleep. I'm sorry. I know there's a blue guy and a guy with a mask that like moves. That's it. I really know nothing else about this. I'm sorry. Don't be mean to me in the comments. I'm sorry. I tried to watch it once and I fell asleep, and I honestly just forgot about it until the series came up. But my husband has watched this. He loves it and said it was great, but I can't really go by his opinion because he doesn't know what he's talking about sometimes. He's in the other room. Don't tell him I said that. Anyway, I'm gonna watch this. I'm excited to get into it because it really has had some really great reviews from people I do trust. So yeah, let's get into it. I do know a couple of things about this. I know that it has something to do with the Tulsa riots, so I'm interested to see how that fits into everything. I don't know when that comes up in anything, so yeah, but I know that is a part of it. So that's it. Let's watch. I just want to add really quickly right here that I've already watched the entire series, so you can comment whatever you like and you don't have to worry about getting me spoiled. Also, I did notice as I was editing the first 2 or 3 episodes of this that I was looking down and taking notes and missing things on the screen, so don't worry, by the 4th episode I stopped doing that. And you don't have to tell me in the comments because I know. Thank you very much. He knew what he was saying. Bay Street, I know that name. That's a real person, right? Oh, okay. We're jumping right into this. I'm probably just gonna be sitting here shaking my head the whole time for this, but this static with that pulse underlining the music, like that's effective as shit. That's beautiful.
We're gonna be right behind you.
I'll be goddamn. There's no way I'm leaving my kid. I'll be right behind you. No, we're going together. Fuck. Don't let this kid get shot on screen.
Yeah, okay.
Is that a flag? You wrapped on a flag.
Direction is being recorded. Do you consent?
Yes, sir.
What happens if you say
Sure.
no?
Your face?
What did you just say to me?
That was not.
Sorry, officer. I was just kidding.
License and registration.
I like this kind of like role reversal thing that's going on. He really refused searching it. He said like, "Can I see your face?" first. It's kind of being sarcastic, but was it really? Semantics. And I don't know what that mask means, so. But I feel like from the music, I should be like worried.
Get it. Buzz me again, man.
So. Look it out. Hey, like Oklahoma. Look it out.
Let him sleep.
She gonna be pissed.
Why in Christ's name would they start this shit up again?
Maybe there was something in the
Is it
truck
not
that he
so?
didn't want found.
Who's this? I feel like I should have watched the movie. Isn't Judd the name of the character in Oklahoma? That sounds like
Egg whites are made of
not Chicago, Moulin Rouge, the tango intro.
cops who got attacked on the White Night.
What's the White Night?
That was guys, they knew who I was and they knew where I lived and they came to my house and they shot me right here.
This got
And the
real
doctors,
deep, real
they had to pull
fast.
apart. So I quit the police force and opened up a bakery.
That's a blatant lie. You lying. She's still a cop. She's lying.
Did Red Predations pay for it?
Excuse me?
Your bakery. Did you pay for it with Red Predation?
Tommy.
I guess that's not a good word. Is it kind of like a play on reparations? What is that? Ew! Is it fish? That's not fish. That's fish. Is squid? What the heck? Why? Are there little squids? Yeah, that's a cock walk.
You think I can lift 200 pounds?
No.
Sure you could.
He's a spy. That car is shiny. You don't need to go and open a bakery. No, you're going to like private security or something. Bitch, I want this Coke so bad. Who's Redford? I really hope it was that kid's dad. So I'm guessing the masked person or people from the movie, they were bad. 7th Cavalry, was that the one from Little Bighorn? I'm assuming that would make sense to connect it like that. If her name, he texted her like Little Bighorn and they're named the 7th Cavalry. Like that would make sense.
I should calm down, take a breath before we're at war again.
But she just somebody
There's
just
a
shot.
guy in my trunk.
She put him in the trunk.
I knew
That's
you
not
were gonna
funny.
tell us to round up the likelies. I just gotta jump on things.
You knew?
Yes.
Are you a member
Confused,
of, or
really?
do you associate with members of the white supremacist organization known as the 7th Cavalry?
No.
Lies.
No.
Lies. Somebody was like a little bit more offended by that question, I'm assuming. That's like asking someone if they're a member of other groups. They'd be like, what the fuck, no. I'm not laughing, it's not funny. It's not funny. Ugh, Jesus.
Cattle ranch.
And that was fast. It's like, are those Jordan almonds? Stupid. No, idiot, they're not Jordan almonds.
They got a fucking plane.
Did we not notice this before? That's because you can't tell the plane outside. I thought she'd make it further into the house. It's not a Jordan almond.
Fuck!
Bye. They needed information from him though, but still. And they're like hovering. What the hell kind of plane is this? Sorry. As a flamethrower, I was expecting bullets.
Are you okay?
Oh, shit.
Welcome home,
It's
Thank you. Oh, fine.
what's his real name? I can't remember. Hans Rupert's brother from Die Hard with a Vengeance. Because why the fuck would he give him a horseshoe? Am I missing some kind of significant? Oh, this tastes bad. It tastes bad. The cake tastes bad.
Neat function. I wanted to surprise you, sir.
Is he over the masked people?
Mr. Phillips.
Like with the watch?
The watchmaker's
Son.
That was a cool transition. I looked up right when it happened.
Great.
Then why'd you
That's
tell me
Rose's
at
mom.
intermission that
Miss
their
DeWitt
hearts
Picard,
were in?
whatever her name is.
Don't dance all night with me till the
They seem like they're really good friends. There's a clock in the background.
fade from above.
Dude, he's gonna die this year.
They
Why are you brushing
That
this off?
fucker in the video
Is he
said
a
that they
bad
had a
guy?
mission.
Don't make him a bad
It was
guy.
gonna happen soon.
Either they're just like really
ticking.
tight, good friends, you know what I mean? Like they've been in this fight for a long time. Or something's going on between them because they're like really, really close. I thought you were gonna get one of the boys to take you. Is he driving himself? Motherfucker. See, no. Call in for backup.
Is this Angela Abar?
Yes.
Your father, Marcus Abar?
Who is this?
Big oak tree out on Rollins Hill. Something you need to see there.
Damn.
Okay.
Again, chill as shit. Where are you going? Call for backup. What's happening? I mean, I understand just accepting it because, like, if they tell, so your spouse tells you that, like, yeah, I'm gonna shoot whoever the fuck comes up and it's, but also be careful. What's going on? Where are you going? Let me know where you're going so I know where you're going. Like, nothing. He's just chill. I hope we get more character development out of him because right now he's just like there. I just say that because I would be asking so many questions all the time. That's just me.
Turn it off! I'll shoot!
Fuck. I knew he was a spy. I fucking knew he was a spy. Like, what the hell? That's the note. What?
Poor Judd is dead, poor Judd Fry is dead. All gather round his coffin now and cry. He looks like
That's
he's
why.
asleep. It's a shame that he won't keep. But it's summer and we're running out of ice.
Okay, first of all, I said that wheelchair guy was a spy or something. But he asked, can I lift 200 pounds by myself? Or do you think I can lift 200 pounds? So whatever the fuck he said. He's in a wheelchair. He couldn't have done that alone, obviously. Is he a spy? Is he being set up? They're using him for something? Why? And I guess he was tipping her off at the beginning, like, obviously I'm not doing whatever's going to happen alone. You know what I mean? Because, no, he couldn't. Maybe he could lift 200 pounds by himself, but not that whole thing. Don Johnson lasted 1 episode? Are you kidding me? He's the boy from the beginning. Watch over this boy. So, what year is this again? How old is he? Because the Tulsa thing was 1921, so what year is this supposed to be? I don't even know what year it's supposed to be. There's so much happening. I mean, the first scene speaks for itself, and we already talked about, you know, we already talked about the kid. Basseries, how do you pronounce it? I don't know, I've only read it in books. That's a real person. He was the first black marshal in the United States, right? Marshal or sheriff, one of them. So that's cool they used him in this, and he was, like, in the scene, he arrested a corrupt sheriff of another town. So is that, like, what's gonna happen? Like, is someone corrupt and they're gonna have to take him down? Was Don Johnson corrupt? I didn't get that vibe from him, but I mean, he could. It's a TV show. Who knows? He could have been. And also, was there something going on between him and Regina King? What's her name? Angela? Not in real life. Angelin. Because it seemed like they were really, really close. So either they just have been through a whole bunch of stuff together, which I completely understand, or something's going on there. I don't know. She grew up in Vietnam, at least this was her story, and she was a cop before there was a law passed giving them permission to cover their faces. There are so many things that can go wrong with that, because I understand it's for their protection, especially if they're fighting shit like this. It's for their protection, but also to the public, the masses, that could seem like you have an unnamed mass patrolling you, dictating what's going on, and there's no accountability for the people behind that mask. you know, so that could be very, very scary and a very slippery slope to be on. I don't know. I see the benefit of doing that for this world, but I also understand like that would be a little, it would be cause for pause, you know. What are red predations? Why are they called that? I feel like there are things I'm missing because I didn't watch the movie and I don't like that. Or maybe just because I'm supposed to pick it up if you read the comic. Why is it raining squid? It's raining squid. Why is it raining squid? But later on, they talked about dimensional stuff. So is that like a thing? Because you have the guy in the silver mask who could read the one guy in the pod. So I'm guessing that's some kind of gift. So maybe people just have abilities to do things like that here. Because he said, what was the question? Something about a hoax. Do you believe like transdimensional, whatever the hell, is a hoax by the government? So I'm assuming that's just a general question to test if people are crazy, or that has actually happened and people think it's a hoax. The security, let's go back to the beginning, the scene where Sudeth, the cop, gets shot and he's in the hospital. By the way, I totally want to go to a Black Oklahoma. Is that a thing? Because I want to go. The cop, he's in the hospital. The chief comes in and says, you know, I want a background check of everyone that's working here. That he's taking security of his people very, very seriously. Obviously for good reason, because, damn. I guess so, okay. I just put it together. The cop saw the mask. Warshaw, am I saying it correctly? Saw the mask in that guy's glove compartment, was like, oh fuck. So like now that I know that's what they use, then yeah, I get why. That music, the music in this thing is, I want the soundtrack and her coat. Like, that coat is, with the hood and, But this soundtrack, during the Tulsa scene with that underlying like deep pulse, giving you anxiety the whole time, and then during the scene where they're like going across the field with the cattle with the shooting, that totally sounded like Knight Rider, or Nine Inch Nails-ish. And then like this soundtrack, I just want this first episode soundtrack because that was amazing. The song, I'm pretty sure that's Future in that first song. I don't know the song though. Anyway, there's so much going on in my head right now, and I don't know how to like put it all together. Does the lettuce have any significance? Because I feel like I'm missing that too. Like, what's with the lettuce? Or was that just, you know, I gotta fill in a whole bunch of stuff here. Like, after I go back and edit this, I know I'm gonna catch other things too. But red predations. Why is it called red predations? What exactly is that? And why is it a racist term? I'm assuming it's like a play on the words reparations, because, you know, people hate the thought of that. And that kid, I mean, obviously it's a bad thing, and the kid said it's racist or whatever. And Mom's like, he's not racist, but he's on his way. That kid obviously needed an ass whooping by another kid. Little kid, like her son handled it. He handled it. It's fine. And maybe if he had gotten one earlier in life, we wouldn't be on this path. Was the guy that she took to the pod his dad? Was she like, okay, if this kid is ballsy enough to say this in a classroom, he's getting that from home, his parents are probably supremacists, so I'm going to go beat him up and take him to the pod. I'm hoping it was that kid's dad. Why are there squid falling from the sky? The man in the wheelchair, yeah, asking about the 200 pounds thing, like, because like I said, if it was just some random guy in a chair, like, hey, when's your bakery going to open up? That's a normal question. I would ask that too. Hey, is that your shop when you open it up? Because I can't wait, you know. And old men in like wheelchairs, like, they're nosy. They want to know things. But then that question, do you think I can lift 200 pounds? Yeah, but not that intricately. Anyway, the phrase I wrote, the Latin phrase, I heard custodiate something. I know that means custodian or watcher or like guardian of or something. So I want to know what that phrase means. Obviously, it has something to do with Watchmen. You know what I mean? The 7th Cavalry, yeah, he texted her Little Bighorn. That's the fight when it was like 3 or 4 different groups of Native Americans got together and like band together to overtake the cavalry. I'm assuming that was the 7th Cavalry that they overtook, because that's why they took that name and why they named their opposition of that Little Bighorn. So that's cool. They had to get a 24-hour release of the guns from Panda, who was the guy that the officers said, right? He asked Panda, like he had to ask Panda for permission to release the gun, and Panda was asking him all these questions, which are valid questions that, you know, I guess you should be asking if you're going to release someone permission to use their gun. But he was like, damn it, I got Panda. So Panda's like very strict with those laws. I mean, for good reason also, but, you know, the guy said he saw that mask and like, I guess he was just like, not right now, just give me the gun. But yeah, Panda is like the keeper of the gun. So like they have a 24-hour release of them right now, I guess. Which is going to be trouble. It's going to be scary. Hans Rubert's brother. What's his name? I've never learned his name. He's just Hans Rubert's brother every time I see him in anything. It's hilarious. That's Hans Rubert's brother. He always plays a bad guy. Has he ever played a good guy in anything? His servants. He better be paying them a shit ton of money, because there's not a chance. Or either they are robots. Because what is his play he's writing? I feel like he's obviously behind these men who are collecting these batteries from these watches or whatever. Because like he got gifted that watch from his robot servant. And then he said he's writing a play and he wants them to play lead roles. So obviously they're going to play some kind of role in whatever comes later. I wonder what that is. And then he named the play The Watchmaker's Son. I feel like that has some kind of significance I don't know about. Or maybe we're going to get that explanation later on. I hope so, because I'm like, you know, because that's an odd name to name a play. And he just got gifted a watch. So watches have a big significance to him. That transition, like I was writing, I looked up right when it like boom, that transition from them clinking to the table, looking down, looks like a clock, like the circle with the, you know, or a watch, rather. Let's see, the chief is on coke. I guess Regina knows about it. What's her name? Angela knows about it. And I guess the wife did too, because she's like, yeah, I saw some of that confidence coming from your nose earlier. So she caught that too. I guess they're all just trying to like cover it up, I guess. His wife is the mom from Titanic. Fisher? Last name's Fisher. When he's singing a song from Oklahoma, the ticking of the clock starts going in the background. It was very subtle at first, like you don't even notice, and I was like, oh shit, there's a clock ticking in the background. His time was ticking down. I said early on, I'm like, dude, his name is Judd. We just saw Black Oklahoma. Like, okay. Angela's husband is just like really chill. I feel like, I mean, I could just be reading way too much into this, because he just could just be a background player or a background, you know, character. I hope we get more from him, because he's just kind of like there and just accepts everything that goes on. And again, I could just be like a paranoid person, because like when David was active, but he had to go somewhere, he got deployed, all that stuff, I was like, where are you going? When are you coming back? What do you mean you have to go to the unit right now? Why? I understand there's a hurricane, but why does your unit have to go right now? You know what I mean? Like, so he's just very just like, okay. I mean, which is good, because, you know, you want a supportive spouse, especially when you have a job like that. But, like, he's just, like, real chill, like, laid back, low. Not low, he just laid back. But just, I want more from him. I want him to get angry about something, or upset, or worried. His character is just very, like, flat, you know? Like even at the beginning, she gets this text that says, you know, Little Bighorn, or the page. He's like, your thing's been going off all morning. Like, that should give you some anxiety that your spouse, who is a cop, her pager's going off all morning. You have to know that means something bad, but he had like no anxiety about that whatsoever. And then, you know, just them at the table, I don't know, her interaction with the chief was a little like, y'all are really close. But I mean, they could just be good friends. That could be nothing. But then, like, at the end, she gets a phone call and goes on high alert, gets the gun from the bed, gets the one from under the fireplace, gives it to him, and everyone comes up to his, like, up to the house, you shoot them on sight, and he's like, okay. He's just like, his affect is almost nothing. Like, he was laughing at the table, though. Like, he was laughing, having a good time at the table. But then he didn't even question her about, like, you didn't even tell me about the play and give me an option to not go. Like, you just decided we're not going. He's just like, he's chill, and he had fun, and he was smiling, but he's just, like, flat. It could just be that I want more from that character. I'm demanding more of spouses. I don't know. Her dad, they said, are you Angela, whatever, is your dad Marcus something Abar? Like they knew her family name and everything. And he's like, I know who you are, come without the mask, whatever. Yeah, I guess in these times, if someone knows who you are, that's pretty serious, because they let us know at the beginning, like, you know, because even the guy that got shot said it. The chief asked his wife, like, did he tell anybody he was a cop? Where did he say he was going? You know, they're going to play it off as a robbing or mugging, whatever. So for someone to know who they are is bad. Because, again, I guess they passed a law saying that cops didn't have to show their face for some reason. Did Suddath actually wake up then? Or was this a setup? Just to get him out of the house? Because they knew if they told him he woke up, he would want to go talk to him. Did he actually wake up? They're going to trace a phone call and be like, no, yeah, nobody called you and told you that he woke up. He's dead. He's not waking up. Or did these people just happen to be in the right place at the right time, waiting for him to come out of his house for some reason? Were they going to sit there all night waiting for the next morning? But if he had come out the next morning, he would have had all those police officers around him. He wouldn't have left by himself, I'm assuming, so I feel like, yeah, someone called him and said that, knowing that he would leave. Yeah, that ending, watch over this boy. How old is that guy? That can't be the same person. I mean, I'm assuming it is because they put that there for a reason, but he's doing good for, what year is that supposed to be? I'm assuming he's like 100. You know what I mean? I don't know. And I feel like there's so much I don't know because I didn't watch the show. I'm probably going to watch another episode either today or tomorrow. But if I put this up and you guys tell me I need to watch the movie, then I'll go back and watch the movie, and maybe that'll help fill in some of the blank spaces if I need to. Or if you tell me, like, no, just keep watching, it will be explained later, I'll just keep watching. But yeah, I'll probably watch the first 2 episodes before you guys see this. Out. I'll see you Wednesday for another movie. I don't know if it's going to be a Showgirls one. I'm still trying to get up the courage to even make that video because I have a lot to say. But yeah, that's it. I will see you next week. Bye. Have a good weekend. Thank you to my patrons for last month. You guys have been amazing. I love the live streams. If you want to join us for live streams pretty much every Sunday, come on over to Patreon. Bye.